Hello, thanks for coming, Betsy's Fibers. Today we're going to cover some of the yarns that I've been dyeing and what I plan to do with them, some of the connections that I've been making, some of the administrative stuff it's taking to make this all happen, and whatever else comes up in my head. So, welcome to Betsy's Fibers, number 12. So let's talk about some of the yarns that I've been dyeing. I really want to make the, let me show you, the Wave a Change jacket. The Bayron Handmade Wave a Change jacket. And to do this, it takes bulky, it's going to take five or six skeins of bulky yarn. So I've got a bunch of bulky yarn and I've been dyeing it up. Here is one of the colorways. Can see. So when I make this, just to explain a little bit how dyeing your own yarn works, this is made up of 3 different dyes. So what the whole process is, first I have this undyed bulky yarn. Then I soak it overnight in a combination citric acid and water. Then I take I can either then dry the skein or I can use the skein wet. This time I just use the skein wet because I had them. And I have a heat source. I have my pan. I put in the undyed skeins of yarn that have been soaked in the citric acid. Turn on the heat. It starts getting warm, a little toasty. I have dyes, acid dyes that I've mixed up. I put them in mason jars. I have a formula, and then I have smaller cups because I can make different strengths of color, different strengths of dye. So this one is made up of 3 different colors, like I said. We have this, which is deep orchid. We have this, which is teal. And we have this right here, which is cornflower. And I'll list the names of the dyes. Some of them I think they're made by different companies. And then just kind of pour the dyes over at whatever strengths you want. I let it sit for a while. It gets warm, toasty, it's covered, steams. Then I kind of open it up to see what white areas they are, pick the skeins up, flip them, it's quite hot. And then you just keep dyeing it, and eventually you get everything dyed. So I dyed this with a thought of doing it with that Wave a Change jacket. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? So that's one thought with this, but I'm not totally sold on it. But it is really pretty now that I see it in this light. So I'm thinking of doing this. I might dye up a few more and see if there's something I like better. I'm not really sure, but that's all part of the fun. Another thing that I've been working on dyeing is yarns to make this, the Stephen West Painting Bricks hat. And this requires DK yarn. So I have this lovely, I showed you this colorway last time. It's like graphite gray. And then I have lots of DK, they call them micro skeins. And a normal mini skein is 40 yards. This one is 20 yards. So I've dyed up a bunch, and I think it's going to be really delicious with this. So look, that. That. Ooh, look how it's all coming together. Hang on. That. Oh my gosh. Got that. So that's what I have going right now for this Painted Bricks hat. And I think that is to die for. No pun intended. Ha. So there are some of the skeins. And actually what I'm really thinking of doing with this is I love the guys over at Fiber Hustle. That is another YouTube channel that I enjoy watching, and I'll put them down below as well. And they have a bingo night, and for the bingo nights they give away prizes, and I'm going to donate yarn for the bingo prizes, and I'm thinking of donating this. It is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, come on. You see all of that. It is so pretty. So I'm thinking, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing with this, is donating all of this to the Fiber Hustle bingo game. And my suggested pattern will be this, but of course each person could just do with it what they may. Isn't that pretty? So that's some of the yarn that I dyed up this week, and I really love doing it. But here's part of the business part. There is a lot of administration that goes on when you are trying to create this company. So I keep notes and pictures of every yarn I dye, the formula or what it took to dye it, how I lay the yarn, how I disperse the color. All that stuff affects the way you, the end game, shows the yarn. So I have full notes on all of that. So that's part of the administration of what we do. The next thing, though, is that I need to start working on labels, which, as you know, I have a fabulous logo done by Allie at Allie Hamburg, and it's really good. So what I did, excuse me, is I had stamps made. Here's one stamp, and here this other stamp says weight, yardage, and content. And so when I make my labels, I'm going to stamp this on one side, this on the other, and then fill in. So I have a lot of work to do because I have to do it for all of these. So this is all part of the administration of having this yarn business that I'm trying to create. I keep track of every yarn I make. I keep track of what kind of yarn I make it out of. I keep track of what colors I use, how I use the color, the strength of the color, the disbursement of the color, and the colorway. I also am doing the colorways by number versus names. I don't know. I think names can go a bit crazy, and I just don't care to spend time or energy with that. I don't know. Tell me what you think. If that makes sense, if that doesn't make sense, I would love to hear your opinion on it. But where I'm at right now is not giving colorways names, but giving them numbers. And so that's the administration stuff that I've been working on with the company. I've had some great connections that I've been making, like I mentioned, the Fiber Hustle folks. There's also a great new app that is in beta form right now. You might have seen it out on Instagram. It's Neutrino, and I've been writing with them as well, and they are letting me be a beta tester, and I am so excited about this. I've never been a beta tester. So I just got access to the app and just downloaded it, and I'll start playing around with it, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. It's really, really exciting to be in on something new. I'm trying to connect with newer people, because I'm obviously newer into this whole game too, and I kind of feel like we have so much in common being somewhat new. For example, Fiber Hustle guys, they haven't been doing their YouTube for very long. Neutrino, still an app that's in beta form, so they're still working on that. And then another super exciting thing is through Vogue Knitting Live, and it was last weekend, and I watched an awesome dyer discussion led by Diane, my teacher and wonderful lady of Lady Dye Yarns. I'll put her information down below. And I got to meet this other really wonderful lady named Terry. And Terry's been dyeing yarns for about 1.5 years. This is her. There you go. And she's a fabulous lady. So I was talking with her, and we're going to set up some time to Zoom together, and I have all kinds of questions to ask her, and she's so kindly offered to talk with me. So I have all this stuff going on. I got the Fiber Hustle guys that I'm going to be sending yarn out to donate for their bingo game. I've got the Neutrino app downloaded and ready to beta test, which I'm super excited about. And I now met Terry over at Haynes House Yarn. So here is Terry's. Go find her too. She's fabulous. She's been doing this for about 1.5 years and she's going to talk with me too. So I'm starting to network, which is a really big thing with any business, as you know. So those are my fun and exciting things over here at Betsy's Fibers. And now it comes the time where I get to share videos with you. So this one is super cute. This is something that I would love to do. Look at that, look at that. Look at that. That is a dream come true. Oh. And another video I want to show you is this yummy little yummy kiddo. And I don't know if you know this, but tonight's the first night of Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year. And we need a new year. So even if you're not Jewish, come on. Come join the new year because, you know, 2020's been quite one, right? Quite a year. So it's the Jewish New Year, and here's this little yummy. Oh, you guys. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And let's all have a wonderful, happy, healthy new year. If you're not Jewish, jump along with us and join our new year because I say let's start now. So happy new year to those that are celebrating. Thanks for joining me over here at Betsy's Fibers. I, of course, will put my bloopers at the end. And I really appreciate you coming by. Subscribe down below. I can never get that right. Subscribe down below. And visit my Etsy shop. Check it out. Don't forget, every skein sold is a donation over to Equestrian Connection. So thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me over here at Betsy's Fibers. Have a good one, good Friday, good week, and I will see you guys next week. Take care. Thanks.